In the summer of 2023, Walton EMC sent 2 of our linemen on a mission to Guatemala to work with other EMC volunteers to bring electric service to the village of Sesaltul.
The first evening we got there, we went and rode the job out and started to make up some material, and kind of realized that afternoon that this was maybe too much work for the number of guys that we had. So we kind of started the first full day out in high gear, pushing a little maybe too hard.
We got about 4 miles of power lines up in about 13 days with barely any power tools, all climbing.
It was an astronomical amount of climbing. Now here in the States we have bucket trucks and we have tools and stuff that help make the job easier, but out there it's kind of roughing it.
There's a lot of hills, rough terrain, slippery. We also wired up about 96 different homes, from outlets to lights. We did everything to give these folks power.
So we worked with several different guys from different Georgia co-ops, and it was, I feel like, a great learning experience to kind of get to see how they do stuff compared to how we do stuff, and come together and make decisions based on everybody's different work practices.
Their living conditions were very poor.
These people live in huts, essentially. No running water.
Dirt floors, very hot buildings, like shacks, sleeping in hammocks and makeshift beds.
So they live in a completely different environment than we do.
The most rewarding part about it was seeing their faces when those lights finally came on. They were really tickled. We turned the lights on, they'll jump up and down and smile, just stare at the light for a few minutes and run over to the wall and turn it off real quick, thinking it's gonna run out of juice. And I was like, no, you can leave it on.
When you think about people who have lived their whole lives without power, it's kind of hard for us to fathom. But they, once it really set in that we were there and we were working and it was coming in the next couple weeks, they were kind of all hands on the ground, ready to do anything we told them. So they were a huge help. You would climb a pole and get down and you'd have 5 locals trying to pick your tools up and your bags and carry them on to the next pole. I mean, they're not getting paid, they want to make sure that the power comes on too.
How we communicate with them, a lot of sign language. I picked up a good bit of their language as well, so I knew the basic stuff, but a lot of sign language, pointing and hollering and, you know.
So the locals don't speak Spanish, they speak a Mayan dialect. So we had translators from English to Spanish, and then from Spanish to Kachee is the local language they spoke. And there's a lot of confusion in getting something translated twice. So there's a lot of sign language and whistling and hollering and waving. But by the end of the trip, we kind of had it figured out. We could tell them what we needed to.
This experience really grounded me and opened my eyes to a lot of personal things. We're very fortunate people in this country, very fortunate people. It changed my whole life.
It made me very thankful for the things we have here. I think we take a lot of things for granted.
I really love helping people. That's what really got me in this line of work. And I love traveling, and I just saw it as a great opportunity to meet new faces and help people out.
I'm very thankful Walton EMC gave me the opportunity to go, and I would go again tomorrow if I could.